It is Tuesday, July 6, 2010, and this is day 9, daily number 152. Let me readjust my camera. There we go. I was noticing it was an unusually steep MySpace style angle, and I had to get rid of that stuff. So first of all, I'm very sorry. Number 151 got screwed up at the end, so I still have the video file. It's okay, but when I uploaded it directly to Blip, it was screwed up, so I took it down, and it's getting fixed, so don't worry if you haven't seen 151. It will come up eventually. And of course, you have the delightful treat of, in the last 10 minutes of the cast, my mouse breaking down and me trying to figure out a way to actually stop recording. Like, I couldn't turn my stream off. I was just sitting there, kind of stroking my chin dumbfoundedly. So, with that out of the way, I must make, of course, the huge announcement that I am hosting a live countdown broadcast party for Starcraft 2, 12 hours long on July 26th at Harvey Mudd College, starting at 4 p.m. and running into the wee hours of the night. We'll all get to be all giddy at midnight when Starcraft 2 finally releases and we can rip our copies open and all that good stuff. I do want to say that I need your help. I'm going out of town, so I'm not going to be here tomorrow and the day after that, or Sunday. And my buddy Manfred will be substituting for me then. He'll be doing the casting. But because I'm out of town, I need your help trying to promote this. So obviously, like, tweet about it on your Twitters. Tell your friends. And most importantly, there's a Facebook group about it. If you look up Day 9 Countdown Party, and that's DAY, square bracket, 9, and square bracket, countdown, you'll find it, and you should invite every single person on your friends list. Because I have like over 2,000 friends on Facebook, and I didn't know how to do an invite all, so I invited every single one individually, right? And you should too. Just invite every single human being you know, because I really want a ton of people to come there, because it's just electric to have like a giant audience screaming and hooting and hollering about StarCraft. So you can get more information and all the ticketing stuff at day9tv.eventbrite.com. And if any of you had trouble with PayPal, I've set up a Google checkout, so you can use that as well for the event. But definitely come, please attend the event. It's going to be awesome. LAN areas with StarCraft. We have Xbox games. We have board games. We have 12 hours of nonstop StarCraft broadcast action contributed by every major community site known to man and every person in the StarCraft community known to man. So, please be there, Harvey Mudd College, on the 26th. And I'm just going to go ahead and crack my neck. Getting all excited. Oh, man, I love just being in public and just, like, cracking every nut. You know, just, like, getting pumped up for something. I generally do it, like, in public right before I, get on a subway or something. It really freaks people out, but fortunately I'm just by myself in a room looking at a webcam, and we're going to look at a fancy suave game by our good friend Jinro. Because you know what? I always do games of Jinro, and I was like, I haven't done one of him in so long, so he sent me like a gorillion epic replays, and I'm happily going to show you one of the most epic. Unfortunately, I have to get on a plane tonight, and I'm dreading that because I hate planes. I hate flying. Because of turbulence, because, like, I think I may have told you guys this way back when it happened, but I just hate turbulence, like, more than anything. I literally feel like I'm about to die. And the last time I was on a plane, it was go to some conference in Colorado, and that morning I had, like, 3 Egg McMuffins and got really bad heartburn. But it was actually so close to the top of my stomach that it felt like a heart pain. Like, I actually thought there's something wrong with my heart, and I just went up to the stewardess and I was like, I am actually going to die. She's like, I'm sorry. I was like dead serious, and she did not take me seriously at all. It's like, I'm dying. Like, my heart, it keeps getting these huge deep contractions and getting these horrible chest pains. This is what she does. She looks at me and she goes, well, you look healthy. I'm like, don't fuck me. I'm worried I'm going to die, okay? Cut that out. So she told me she'd put me on oxygen if I was really worried about it, and I was pretty freaked out. Now I have to get on another plane again, and I have to go. It's a red eye. My flight leaves at 1:30 a.m., and I'm going to the East Coast. Ugh. But until then, let's watch how cool Jinro is. Bajing, going right on over. And you can clearly see that I have once again ensured that we have sound for this game. So, Jinro's opponent for the day is a gentleman by the name of Lalush, spawning in the bottom right, saying something. Nice new condu plagumig. That's an interesting dialect of English. that I'm sure I'll get a translation for at some point. And Jinro's just like, good luck, which is an opponent, of course. Merry Gaming. Jinro spawning in the top right. Now, ordinarily, I would say that, whoa, that things go on warp speed accidentally here. Ordinarily, I would be like, yeah, this map is just straight up bad for Zerg. However, I happen to know that this game is epic. I haven't seen it. I have just been given the assertion that the game is, in fact, just outrageous. So, very interested to see how this turns out. Total blind analysis today. I mainly just wanted to do kind of a cool game because we've been doing a lot of, multiple game in a row sort of things and not enough just, ooh, look at the pretty explosions, Starcraft style. So it looks like a scouting drone coming out. Pretty good timing. Not exactly a 9 drone scout, or should I say a 10 drone scout, kind of like a delayed 10 drone scout, which is generally a nice little tactic. Lets you get a good amount of economy and still check up on what your opponent's doing. Here goes down the barracks by Jinro. A lot of players like walling in. They like putting that first depot there. It just gives them a little bit of flexibility on this map because Baneling busts are super popular given this wide-ass ramp. So a lot of people just super wall off the front. Alternatively, you can just put a barracks and wall off with something else like a factory. And there is the refinery going down. Nothing out of the ordinary there. And hey, looks like our friend Lalush is going for, or Lalush is going for a fast gas build. I like this build quite a bit on Kulas Ravine. It lets you get the speed Zerglings up so you can take your expansion really quickly. Some players have even really liked just getting Ultralisks straight up because this cliff is just hell to deal with as Zerg. Just the absolute worst thing in the universe. I hate that cliff as Zerg. And when I'm Terran, I love that cliff against Zerg. One of the many perks of playing random. You just steal whatever obnoxious-ass strategy was done to you and do it to somebody else. That's what we call the circle of Starcraft life. There's the nice timing on the metabolic boost and the nice timing on the Queener. And, looks like he is pulling one guy out of gas. What's Jinro doing with his gas? Nothing quite yet. And yeah, it looks like he is going to be getting that factory down. So that way, Ihan timing! Blocking the drone. Get out. Go on, home. And, this is one thing that I always like to point out is that when these Overlord scouting patterns, a lot of people don't like scouting straight north, because it's faster to scout this way with your first drone. However, I like that you have this very clear point to just rest your Overlord. Just needs to sit right up top there and be super happy. I'm always curious whether or not I should do one of these casts in the style of Bob Ross. We're just going to plant our happy little Overlord, and wherever you think that Overlord should go, that's exactly where we should be. We don't make blunders in StarCraft, we just have happy little accidents and end ourselves up in fun little situations. So hey, look, I'm liking Lalush's little experimentation here with these openings. He's getting the fast Zergling speed. This is obviously going to help him deal with the inevitable Hellion stuff. Because, come on, he saw the reactor, he saw the factory right there. What else is Jinro going to be doing? Very, very clear path right now for Terran. And these Zerglings are going to finish with speed right on time. Not getting too many Zerglings. If we go to the production tab, still drones being made by Lalush. Once he ends up seeing this factory, though, he will be making more Zerglings. But look at his timing. Lalush will be able to just barely take out these destructible rocks in time. Notice nothing is really capable of getting up here yet. The Starport is only just now started. So that means that air will only be able to be a threat after these rocks have already been knocked down. So I like this timing. We have a delayed layer going up. We do have this expansion coming up here as well. And now we have some Hellions coming up. Is Zerg... No, it doesn't look like Zerg opted to get the Zelnaya Watchtower at all. Jinro is going to take a little brief break by it. And by the way, this might be my favorite thing to do in the universe against Zerg. Just super, super fast friggin' Starport. Like, fastest Starport in the universe. In the entire galaxy. And, you can actually go one base, just very fast Vikings, and mass Vikings, and your other two barracks that you end up making, just go mass Marauder. Very, very nice, easy little way to play. You have this beautiful timing window. And here, of course, comes the micro. In the meantime, while you're getting all these Vikings and all these Marauders, you can you can lose your Hellions, and that's cool. But, for the most part, you're trying to do some sort of harassment. And no huge overcommitment by Jinro. Looks like he is just going for the very, very, very fast Vikings. Not going for anything else quickly at all, though. Just going for the Vikings right away and cutting everything else. One Marine here, that's it. But yeah, God, I love fast Vikings. They're so sweet. And look at this, the Destructible Rocks almost down. Look at this, right as these finish, the Destructible Rocks go down. People love getting that fast Zergling speed, because it means, hey, we now have a safe natural expansion. Except there hasn't really been any use of it quite yet. Lair is done. What is Lalush going to do with it? By the way, I think I'm going to pronounce Lalush's name different every single time, because, you know, whatever, no one here to tell me otherwise, except for Manfred, who once again will be taking over on the show tomorrow. Yeah, look at that. Uh-oh, Vikings. Oopsie daisies. He's going to have to lift those back up. More Vikings being made. And this is what I would call a little bit of a surprise for a lot of Zergs. A lot of Zergs are used to seeing 2 Vikings, but goodness no, not a ton like this, because this is just so fast. And just think about just this basic 1-2 punch strategy. If we get the Hellions really fast, we have to worry about Zerglings. But if there's a lot of Zerglings that just shut our Hellion harass down, that means that our Viking harass